О, здається, що хтось іде. Come on.
Hello, стара!
Hello, John. Ну і як ти тепер? All right?
Oh, yeah, all right.
About 9 million people have left Ukraine only since the beginning of the full-scale war. Some have returned, but many Ukrainians have stayed far from home to build a new life. Today we will talk about 4 waves of emigration of Ukrainians who at different times were forced to leave their homes, but still tried to preserve their ethnicity and language. The first wave, labor. The first wave of emigration began in the middle of the 19th century and consisted mainly of poor, illiterate youth from Ukrainian Galicia, Bukovina, and Transcarpathia. About 200,000 Ukrainians settled in the prairies of Western Canada, where cheap labor was needed, and also in faraway Brazil, where there still is a 75% Ukrainian-speaking population in Prudentopolis. Vasil Stefanik described the first wave of emigration in his novel The Stone Cross, in which he voiced the tragic departure for a foreign land because people were leaving Ukraine forever.
Тужно мені за найменшою крихтою в селі, за найменшою дитиною.
The second wave, political. The second wave mainly involved immigrants who disagreed with the new Soviet regime and those who fought for Ukraine's independence. Therefore, it is no wonder that not only peasants, but also the intelligentsia and the Ukrainian People's Republic veterans went abroad. Many people went to Europe and South America, where they still speak the 1930s Volhynian dialect in some places.
Був шпитале, а доктор йому причепили з мавпи печінку. Тепер дивіться, що виробляє.
Ukrainians did not overlook Canada either, where the Ukrainian intelligentsia created a large diaspora, the centers of which were the Ukrainian Greek Catholic churches. They began to develop their literature and created various clubs, schools, and workshops, something like a state within a state. The third wave, post-war. After World War II, many people deported from Ukraine to Nazi Germany for forced labor decided not to return to the Soviet Union. Memories of the Holodomor and the brutality of the Soviet government were still alive. Once again, Ukrainians were scattered all over the world, but many of them kept their love for Ukraine until the end of their lives.
Далеко від краю, але я щодня плачу. Але вже привикла тут, я вже такі роки тут, знаєте.
Among others, the parents of Kvitka Tsisik, who could sing Ukrainian songs in foreign lands like no other, also emigrated.
Мені тато дав любов до української пісні. Мені тато показав, що то є українська пісня, яка вона є лірична і яка вона промовляє до серця.
The fourth wave, economic migration. After the collapse of the USSR, Ukraine was in economic decline, and it is not surprising that many people left in search of a better life. Unlike other waves of immigration, Ukrainians wanted to merge with the new society and become part of it. However, often because of the diasporas, they increasingly revealed their Ukrainian identity. And after that time, going abroad did not mean severing all remaining ties with the homeland. The Russian invasion created the fifth wave of immigration, forced and painful. Millions of families are separated by borders, unable to meet in person. People hastily left their homes, fleeing the war. But we believe that after the victory, they will definitely come back. In search of their destiny, Ukrainians have never forgotten their roots and have handed down their traditions and language from generation to generation. And this is the key to understanding Ukrainians. You can force us to leave our homeland, but it will remain in our hearts, in conversations with our grandfathers and grandmothers, songs and carols, dishes and books. Ukraine is always with us, no matter how far from home we are.